Hi friends, so today our topic is why Australia lost so unexpectedly, so very badly to South Africa. Yeah, if it was a close match, we don't need to discuss, but unexpected it was that South Africa beat Australia by such a huge margin. So first we need to talk about the toss. We have seen Pat come in, won the toss in Chennai, which was a slow surface, and chose to bat first, which backfired on Australia big time. So I go with his decision this time. This was correct decision to win the toss and bowl first this time because it was a looking Lucknow pitch first game, but still it is known to be a slow surface. So that it was a good decision initially at the toss. The most important topic we have to talk about is unusual amount of catches dropped by Australians. We can see here, which displaying some pictures from the match. So many catches have been dropped. Uh, whether whether it is Bavuma or Miller or Janssen, Australia somehow uncharacteristically allowed dropped so many catches, and this allowed South Africa to set up a bigger total than you could have expected. Without this, maybe South Africa would have folded for maybe 270, 280, making a little bit more competitive, match being a little bit more competitive. The spinners of Australia, even though their spin resources are pretty limited, I always said that even during our discussion between Indian and Australian team, that spin deficiencies are there. They have limited spin resources, and that was visible here also. But still, despite of this, Maxwell bowled pretty good, just around 3 runs per over. Zampa too picked up some crucial wickets. So overall, Australia came into the match at the back end after 40 overs, removed wickets at regular intervals, and managed to what looked like at 330 or 330 plus score to a more manageable 311. Australia should be given enough credit for this, despite their dropped catches. Now, coming to the chase, when we come to the chase, I felt like Mitch Marsh was a little bit overly aggressive. Yeah, I mean, like, he was not getting runs. We can totally understand his get out of the jail shot by giving a catch, but in that particular over, already they got 10 runs. A no ball, a wide, and 4 runs both times. And they've already made 10 runs. He could have postponed this get out of the jail shot. Who knows if he could have done that? Maybe he would have got a good shot. But unfortunately, same over, he had to hit this shot. Player was telling on Warner too. He too was dismissed. But Smith and Labuschagne played much better. Unfortunately, Smith's and Stoinis dismissals were very looked to the naked eye that they were probably not out. Their dismissals were really unfortunate. But these things held Australia back, and they lost wickets at regular intervals. Never managed to really score. Other than Labuschagne, nobody really tried to stay at the crease. That pitch will become easy after some time, after maybe 10 or 20 overs. They should have shown more application and patience. So talk about deficiencies of Australian batting here. Okay, give Maxwell and Stoinis 50 ball, 100 runs. They're more likely to hit that for you. But give them 300 balls, 200 runs. That might not happen because they are not patient enough to wait for the right time. They're not patient enough to suit ODI kind of style of batting. Yes, they are useful when they come and when you need a lot of runs to be hit and less number of balls. Their attractive things are much better, but in these sort of situations, it didn't work out for them, unfortunately. Okay, finally the partnership came from the Australian side, and with Labuschagne and Stark occupying the crease for a while, and they scored 70 plus runs, and that was the only big partnership in the match. Hope their batsmen, when all rounder like Mitchell Stark could do, a regular batsman could have applied themselves more, sticked around for a while. At least the match could have been more competitive than a miserable loss. Overall, I feel like yes, Australia did make the right choices in the beginning, but they couldn't. They don't. We have seen in the previous Australian South African series too, when they have to get mammoth totals. Usually, after losing a few wickets, they're collapsing a bit in the middle order, and that's not great. They tune to high. They want to always hit runs in a very fast pace. It's always not going to work out. I think they should learn, and especially in subcontinent tracks where the pitches could be a bit slow. They should show more application. Then only they can win bigger matches. Australians do have the skills to do it. People like Labuschagne demonstrated the skills. Smith too was out unfortunately, but this was not the match where it went well for them. Okay, now South Africa will take a lot of confidence, especially beating Australia by so many runs. Will give any team so much of confidence. Yes, of course. Even if we look at them, South Africa plays spin bowling very well in middle over, so they are not deficient there. So overall, it's a good performance from them. Maybe back end batting could be a bit more better than what it was, but other than that, we don't have anything to say about them. But Australia will rue the chances. They did some right decisions. They did, learn from the mistakes. I appreciate comments for it, what it is, but somehow due to their, catching or fielding, giving more runs than what was expected or what was supposed to be given, and when batting showing not so much of defensive skills and application in a turning pitches, I think didn't go well for them. Even pace bowling too, enough credit should be given to South African bowlers too. I don't think we have talked about them, but Rabada was brilliant in the middle overs, taking up a couple of wickets. Even other bowlers too bowled very well. Even we should give credit to Lungi and Giddy also. He bowled very tight line, kept pressure up. But overall, I feel like so they would have improved. I think with us, Sri Lanka, they're bound to do well, much better because Sri Lanka too is low on confidence. Australia will try to look and win and bring their confidence back. But I'm sure Australia will come back big time into this series.